WMD is your local election headquarters, and we're less than 1 week away from election night. Candidates are making their final pushes to get elected.
WMBD's Matt Sheehan is profiling our local state Senate race in Illinois' 46th district.
Economy, crime, and abortion rights. 3 hot-button topics encapsulating the election cycle this fall. And 3 topics we're diving into with our state Senate candidates for Illinois' 46th district. First is incumbent Democratic State Senator Dave Koehler. Koehler has been in the state Senate since 2006. He tells me Illinois is in a strong financial state and the future looks bright.
I really like to harken back to 4 years ago when we were $16 billion in debt. Today we are paying our bills on time. So Illinois has made great strides in terms of correcting the economic conditions that we were in.
It's a different story from Republican candidate Desi Anderson. She said Illinoisans' financial hardships are top of mind from voters she's spoken with.
The cost of living. So many folks are telling me out the door, I can't even pay my utility bill. I'm so behind on paying those bills, and we're worried what this winter is going to look like for us. And so that is a real concern. The groceries are still expensive. You've got the gas still that's high.
Anderson said she's an advocate for repealing the Safety Act.
You've got now 60 state attorneys, counties here across Illinois that are suing the current administration, and that's out of frustration for them not having a seat at the table and saying, hey, this is not the right approach to address the issues.
Senator Koehler voted in favor of the sweeping criminal justice bill, and while he stands by the bill today, he does admit revisions need to be made.
We do need to make some changes, but let's remember that the Safety Act, the premise of it is the Supreme Court's Commission on Pretrial Fairness.
On January 1st, cash bail will be eliminated in the state of Illinois. Senator Koehler stands by this provision in the bill, stating money shouldn't be the deciding factor on who gets out of jail or not while awaiting trial.
I would rather have a judge determine whether this person is a flight risk or whether this person is a risk to themselves or their community.
On the topic of abortion rights, each candidate taking a different stance for the most part. Anderson is pro-life with exceptions of rape, incest, or health of the mother. Anderson tells me her personal story has an immense impact on her stance today.
I actually was abandoned in the streets when I was 10 days old. I was left to die in Bulgaria and was raised in an orphanage for almost 8 years of my life. So, you know, for me, I'm thankful for the opportunity of life.
Koehler tells me he is pro-choice and supports the laws now in Illinois. He does not support spending taxpayers' money for out-of-state individuals to come in-state for an abortion.
I think that decision needs to be made by the woman involved and not by government. I think that Illinois being a safe haven for women is something we can all be very proud of.
But both candidates do agree on one thing in the conversation of abortion rights.
Do I believe in taxpayer abortions? Absolutely not. But here's the thing. There's cases, special cases, that woman is going to have to make a hard decision. I don't think it's going to be easy for any way, and that will be done with her and her doctors.
And I remember the horror stories of women dying because of back alley butchers trying to perform abortions. You know, abortion needs to be done in a safe environment, and it needs to be the decision of the woman and her physician.
Reporting for your local election headquarters, I'm Matt Sheehan.
And you can find much more election coverage online right now. Just head to our website, ciproud.com.